And in doing an introduction for General Casey, I want to take a moment and acknowledge Colonel Leo McCloskey. Leo, could you stand up for a moment? You've all heard of General Phillips and Colonel Martin, but Leo McCloskey, Colonel McCloskey, was also in charge of the protection of the people, your family members at Camp Ashraf, and we want to thank you and welcome you today. So, General Casey, you're part of a proud tradition of serving our country in uniform and at the very highest levels. I want to say what an honor it is for me to have the opportunity to introduce you to all of our guests here today, but to thank you for your service to our nation in uniform, and thank you for your service to the United States of America. General George Casey.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I'm the relative newcomer to this group, but in actuality, I've been working on the issue of Camp Ashraf since 2004. And when I got to Iraq in July of 2004, that just happened to be the same month that the MEK received its protected status, and we worked very hard to honor that commitment. And for the folks at Ashraf, they'll remember General Miller, General Brandenburg, and General Gardner, who worked daily or weekly with the residents there of Camp Ashraf and reported to me on a weekly basis to make sure that we retained our responsibilities. And since I am a relative newcomer to the group, I'm going to focus on really what Patrick said. And it's why it is so important to have an active democratic opposition to the largest sponsor of terrorism of any state in the world. And that state should not be able to sponsor terrorism and exist as a member of the international community. And it won't change without an active democratic opposition. Now, go ahead. So what I'd like to talk about with you today is how Iran exercised their political, economic, and military influence in Iraq in a way that significantly destabilized the situation there and resulted, one, in the prolonging of the sectarian violence that racked the country in 2006, but also resulted in the deaths of hundreds of American soldiers and thousands of Iraqi civilians. And that is a regime that could not ever be a productive member of the international community. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I should tell you that I am one of 26 Americans that are on a list in Tehran that bans me from visiting. So I have some experience in what it means to be listed, but that is not a list that I am looking to be delisted from. At least while that regime is in power. But let me just take a few minutes to talk you through how Iran almost played a significantly negative role in our mission in Iraq. We believed all along that their mission was to see a supportive government in place